Good afternoon, students. I am Lata Thapliyal, PGT Physical Education. Today, I want to teach you Chapter 1, Planning in Sports in Physical Education, right? So, firstly, we will discuss about the learning objectives of this chapter. Learning objective, in learning objective, first is meaning and objectives of planning. What is the meaning of planning and what are the objectives of planning, right? After that, various committees and their responsibilities, because if we organize any competition or tournament, we have to make committees, proper committees, and committees will do their own responsibilities, do their own works, that they will conduct smoothly the competition, right? After that, we'll discuss about the tournament. In tournament, we have 3 or 4 types of tournament. First, knockout tournament, after that league or round robin tournament, then combination tournament. Okay, next, last is procedure to draw fixtures, knockout by seeding method, cyclic and staircase method, right? Before we start this chapter, I want to show you some points, and we have to clear that points before we start the chapter. First is planning. What is planning? Planning, thinking in advance that what to do, when to do, and see that is done in a cheapest way. We have to do plan everything. You know, planning plays a vital role in every field of life. But if we talk about the planning in the field of physical education and sports, planning is must. Planning is very important, right? After that, tournament. Tournament is a series of sports in which one teams will win the match and other teams will lose the match. This is a simple definition of tournament. After that, we'll talk about knockout tournament, league or round robin tournament. If we talk about league or round robin tournament, there are basically 2 types of league tournament. First is single league tournament. Number of matches, we'll calculate n-1 upon 2 and denotes number of teams. And if we talk about double league tournament, in double league tournament, each team plays with every team in twice in that particular tournament. And in single league, each team plays in once in the tournament, right? After that, we'll discuss about combination tournament. Combination tournament is combination of knockout tournament and league tournament. It is basically for zonal basis tournament. Now, students, we'll discuss about the fixture. Fixture, what is fixture? Fixture is arrange the teams in systematic order in various groups for the competition. We have to make proper systematic order, then the teams will play in the competition, right? Okay, now essential point for a knockout tournament. In knockout tournament, firstly we will discuss about the total number of teams participating in the tournament, right? After that, number of matches. Formula of number of matches is n-1 and denotes number of matches, number of teams. After that, number of teams in upper half. This is n+1 upon 2. N is number of team. Then number of team in lower half, n-1 upon 2. Total number of byes. What is byes? Byes is given to the dummy team that particular team will not play in the first round. That will shift in the second round. Number of byes in upper half, formula is nb-1. nb means number of byes. Number of byes in lower half, nb+1 upon 2. Now, students, we'll come to fixtures, fixtures of 19 teams on a knockout basis, right? In this, total number of teams is 19. Then we'll find out the matches. How many matches if 19 teams will play? So total number of matches is 19 minus 1. 19 is number of teams. 19 minus 1 is 18. So total number of matches is 18. Number of teams in upper half, n+1 upon 2. N is total number of teams, right? So number of team in upper half is 10. Number of team in lower half is 9. Total number of buys. Total number of buys 32 minus 19. 32 is next highest power of 2, right? 2 2 4, 4 2 8, 8 2 16, 16 2 32. 32 minus number of teams, that is number of buys, right? Number of buys, total number of buys in is 13. Now, total number of buys in upper half. Total number of buys minus 1 upon 2. This is the formula of total number of buys in upper half. So, NB minus 1 is 13 minus 1, 12 upon 2, it's 6. So, total number of buys in upper half is 6. Next, number of buys in lower half, that is NB, number of buys plus 1 upon 2. 13 plus 1 upon 2 is equal to 14 upon 2, that is 7. So, now if we see the picture, that these teams will divide it into two parts, first and second, upper half and lower half. Okay, so in upper half we have 10 teams and in lower half we have 9 teams, right? Now what will we do? Firstly, we'll do buys. We'll divide buys. So total number of buys we have 13, right? So after that, what will we do? First buys will given to lower half last team. Second buys will give upper half first team, right? This is the sequence to given the buys. So here first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Total number of buys in lower half is 7, right? So these are the buys, and total of number of buys in upper half, these are 6 buys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total number of buys in upper half 6 and total number of buys in lower half is 7. Now we'll start matches. So first, in first round we'll see, first round will play team number 4 and team number 5. First match. Second match, team number 6 and team number 7. Next, buys will played in second round, right? After that, match number 1, match number 2, then 3. Then after that, in second round, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So, here number of matches is 18. Number of matches, total number of matches is 18. Right? Now students, will come to the planning. You know, planning is very important in the field of physical education and sports. If we organize any event or any sports, we have to plan first. Right? So planning, deciding in advance what to do, when to do, and see that is done in a cheapest way. Right? Now, we'll come about the objectives of planning. If we do not clear all these objectives of planning, we can't do anything in our life or in our particular competition or tournament. So we have to follow these objectives of planning, and then we will achieve that particular goal, right? So first objective of planning is to reduce unnecessary pressure. Students, we don't want to take any pressure in the time of immediacy, right? When we organize any event or any sports, we know we want that particular sports will going on smoothly. We don't want to take any problem in that particular event, right? So if we do proper planning before the match, we reduce the unnecessary pressure. After that, to maintain a good control over all the activity. You know, planning and control are connected with each other. If tournament or competition will not plan accordingly the framework, then we can't achieve the particular goal. So maintain a good control overall the activity is very important, right? After that, to facilitate proper coordination. In this planning, facilitate proper coordination among with members, among with committees members, right? They all do their work accordingly and they know their own responsibilities also, right? After that, to reduce the chances of mistake. Proper planning will definitely reduce the chances of mistakes. Next, to increase efficiency. If we do proper plan, efficiency will be increased and definitely we'll conduct a smooth and good tournament or good event, right? Okay, thanks for watching.